When your own daughter-in-law humiliates you in front of your family, you sit there in silence. But what you do next, that's what defines who you are. Hi, I'm Amanda, and today, I'm sharing a story that left me heartbroken, humiliated, and then stronger than ever. It's a story about how a single word shattered the peace in my family, and how I took it back without raising my voice. Stay with me until the end, because what I did might surprise you. And it might just give you the courage to stand up for yourself, even when it hurts. It all started a few years ago when my son, Michael, brought home his new girlfriend, Alina. She was stunning, ambitious, and very, very outspoken. At first, I was thrilled for him. Michael had always been kind, smart, a bit shy, so seeing him light up around her made me happy. But something felt off. Alina rarely looked me in the eyes. She often corrected Michael in front of me, sometimes with a playful tone, other times with an edge that made my stomach twist. Still, I stayed quiet. I told myself not to judge too quickly. When they got engaged, I welcomed her into the family with open arms. I offered to help with the wedding expenses. I even gave her a credit card I opened in my name, with a monthly limit for any emergency or extra help she might need. She smiled and thanked me, but not once did she say, "I appreciate this." Still, I told myself, maybe she shows love differently. After the wedding, I noticed Alina used the card regularly, not just for necessities, but for designer shoes, expensive dinners, and spa days. I didn't say anything. I wanted to give them space. I wanted to trust her. One day, she posted a picture on social media, holding a handbag worth more than my entire month's pension. The caption read, "Hard work pays off." It stung. That wasn't her hard work. It was my card. But again, I said nothing. Because I loved my son. And I didn't want to create tension. Then came that dinner. We were sitting around the table, Michael, Alina, and a few of her friends. It was a casual evening, laughter flowing, wine glasses clinking. One of her friends turned to me and said, "It must be so nice to relax all day. Retirement sounds like a dream." Before I could answer, Alina cut in with a laugh and said, "Yeah, she's lucky. She doesn't do anything. Honestly, she's kind of useless now." Time froze. The room went silent for a second, but then someone laughed, awkwardly. Michael looked uncomfortable, but he didn't say a word. And me? I just sat there, trying to breathe. My hands trembled under the table. Useless. That word echoed in my mind like a siren. After everything I had done, raising a son alone, working 2 jobs, giving up vacations, paying for his education, helping with their wedding, this is how I was seen? Not as a mother. Not even as a human. Just useless. But I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I smiled. And in that moment, I made a quiet decision that would change everything. The next morning, while sipping my coffee, I opened my banking app. There it was, another $600 charge at a boutique. I didn't hesitate. I canceled the card. I didn't send a message. I didn't explain. I just ended it. Later that day, my phone rang. It was Alina. "Hi, Amanda," she said, her voice strained. I think there's an issue with the credit card. My payment didn't go through." I stayed calm. I said, "Yes." I canceled it. Silence. "Wait, what? Why?" I paused, then replied, "Because I realized something. I've been giving, and somehow, that made me useless. I thought maybe it's time I stop." She started stammering. Apologizing, but not really. "I didn't mean it like that," she said. "I just said, I know exactly what you meant." Then I hung up. Michael showed up the next day. Angry. Confused. Asking why I would embarrass his wife like that. I looked him in the eye and asked, "Did you think it was embarrassing when she called your mother useless in front of everyone?" He didn't answer. I told him the truth. I'm not punishing anyone. I'm just setting a boundary. If your wife sees no value in me, then she shouldn't benefit from me either. He stood there, speechless. Later that week, I got a letter. From Alina. It wasn't an apology. Not a real one. Just excuses. She said she was stressed, joking, misunderstood. But one thing was clear, she never truly respected me. So I kept my distance. And for the first time in a long time, I felt peace. Here's what I want you to remember. Being kind doesn't mean being silent. Supporting your family doesn't mean letting them walk over you. And being a mother, a grandmother, or a retired woman does not make you useless. You don't have to shout to reclaim your worth. Sometimes, all it takes is quietly closing a door. If you've ever felt disrespected, if someone in your life has taken your kindness for granted, I want you to comment the word enough below. That one word can mean so much. And if you know someone, a mother, a grandmother, a friend, who needs to hear this message today, please share this video with her. And don't forget to like this video if it touched your heart. I'm Amanda, and I'll be back with another story that reveals the quiet strength we all carry inside. Until then, take care of yourself. Because you are never, ever useless.